Here's something that might surprise you in 1251. A simple piece of brown wool became one of the most enduring spiritual practices in history, with a promise so bold it's almost hard to believe. Guaranteed salvation for its wearers.
Well, that's quite a claim. How does a piece of clothing carry that kind of spiritual weight?
You know, it's fascinating because this brown scapular, as it's called, started when the Virgin Mary supposedly appeared to this Carmelite monk named Simon Stock in England. She gave him this woolen garment with an incredible promise anyone who died wearing it wouldn't suffer eternal fire. What's really interesting is how it transformed from being just for monks to something any Catholic could wear.
So how does someone actually participate in this tradition today?
Well, it's pretty specific. You need 2 small squares of 100% wool connected by strings, worn under your clothes. No synthetic materials allowed, no plastic coverings, and you can't pin it to your clothes. But here's what's really fascinating. They call it a silent prayer, because just wearing it is considered a continuous form of devotion.
That's such an interesting concept, the idea that clothing itself can be a form of constant prayer. What kind of commitment does it require?
So that's where it gets really interesting. You have to be formally enrolled in what's called the Brown Scapular confraternity through a ceremony with a priest. And then there's this thing called the Sabbatine privilege, basically. Mary promised to free devoted wearers from purgatory on the first Saturday after their death. But, and this is important, there are strict conditions.
Oh, tell me more about these conditions. What exactly do people have to do?
You've got to wear it continuously, observe chastity according to your state in life, and either say daily prayers or follow specific religious observations. Some people choose to say 5 decades of the Rosary daily, while others might fast on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And get this, Pope Benedict XV even granted 500 days of indulgence just for kissing your scapular devotedly.
The level of detail in these requirements is remarkable. How has this medieval practice managed to survive in our modern world?
That's one of the most fascinating aspects. It's adapted while keeping its core meaning. Modern Catholics wear it under their business suits or casual clothes, and nearly every recent pope has endorsed it. Pope Paul VI actually put it right up there with the Rosary as one of the Church's most recommended practices.
You know what strikes me about this? It's like a physical reminder of faith in an increasingly digital world.
Exactly, and there's this beautiful morning offering prayer that really captures this. People literally kiss their scapular as a sign of consecration while offering their thoughts, words, and actions of the day. It's like this ancient tradition providing a tangible anchor in our fast-paced modern lives.
That's really profound when you think about it, this direct connection to centuries of tradition that people can actually wear.
And you know what makes it even more interesting? When a scapular wears out, you can replace it yourself without any new ceremony. The enrollment is permanent. It's the person who's enrolled, not the specific piece of wool. It's like this unbroken chain of devotion stretching back almost 800 years, adapting to each new generation while maintaining its essential meaning.
So it really bridges that gap between medieval spirituality and modern practice.
Exactly that. And I think that's ultimately why it's endured. It manages to be both deeply historical and intensely personal. Whether you're in a medieval monastery or a modern office building, it's this constant physical reminder of your spiritual commitments and beliefs. It's pretty remarkable how something so simple has remained meaningful for so long.